Monday's morning's full of tricks. Taco Tuesday never skips. Mexican Iron Man in his cape milks out the window, Mike escapes. Like the fires in Valhalla's hall, skull and tuck and roll. Burn it down and keep it bright. Fires burning through the night. Mischief's here and Taco's too. Iron Man, his balls are so blue. Valhalla's flames, they're burning you. Running wild in morning's glare. Secret women give Mike stares. Heroes rise and myths unfold. Mike's secrets never told. Keep the legends burning bright. Mischief dancing in the light. Raise your glass and toast with me to the tacos with Mikey. Mischief's here and Tacos too. Iron Man with no stay cuckoo. Valhalla's flames, they're burning bright. Raise your horns and fight the fight.
I knew I was forgetting something. Roll Tide, Keely Chow, Roll Tide, my brother. Penny, Ghost Rider, the Immortal. Time to wake the neighbor's voice with Southern Viking. Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches. Mephisto's movie reviews. Wow! It's a lot of cotton with the ministries. Gesture of sin. Psychodork 9. Showback TJC. Henry Gambos. Greetings, program to Daryl the Derelict. Good morning, everybody. I didn't add myself in until like halfway through the intro. So good morning, everybody. Everybody that I did call out that yeah, I missed. Tyrannus Cygnus, what is up? Boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, I boomered. What is up? I called out everybody, but God help me. I wasn't in the room. I wasn't out of the green room. Good morning. It's one of those mornings. Project Cambrian, what is up, brother? Good morning. How are you doing? DJ Ronnie G, the DJ of DJs. Good morning, my friend. Hopefully you are doing well. Good morning. Dave G Sound. What's up, brother? Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. And in this wonderful morning, always remember, at least you're not in Canada. I think Zeropium got like 3 feet of snow yesterday and was out shoveling his driveway this morning. He sent pictures. I was like, holy shit. And again, Texas completely flips out when it gets a few inches of snow. The entire world's ending. People are looting at mass craziness, hysteria, dogs and cats living together because there's a couple of inches of snow on the ground. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Is everybody still like recovering? Oh, from Thanksgiving. Oh, Loki, I ate too much and I got leftovers and we got turkey pot pie and turkey sandwiches and turkey this and turkey that. Good. Good. Remember, always remember, never forget this. They stopped you from having Thanksgiving, or they tried to anyway, because of a coup mandate. Because they said, no, it would be unhealthy for you to visit your relatives and be around your relatives on these holiday seasons. Because, yeah, it would be very bad. Remember that. Never forget that. Never let that go. Never forget that they excluded you from seeing your loved ones. And never forget, you know what? I'm gonna say this because this is some really screwed up shit. There were people that said you'll be excluded from ever seeing the family again. We will disown you. We will do all this stuff if you don't get the shot. You don't get the poke, if you don't get the jab, you will be barred from ever being around the family again. You will be thrown out. You will be left on the side of the road. You will be culled from the herd and left in the wilderness to die unless you get the poke. Loki, I threw out all my turkey leftovers last night after supper. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of people got the turkey going on. And good morning, Penny. I hear Biden is getting ready to pardon a certain dog in his Antifa crew. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure he is. Boom. Henry Gambles gets it hits the nail right on the head. Right there. Dave G Sound says, so what? F them. The pressure. And now normies are waking up. The normies are waking up. Well, maybe I shouldn't have gotten that tattoo that says Baxed and waxed, ready for whatever the hell those crazy liberal bitches did to themselves. Do you remember the people that were getting their backs card tattooed on them? Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember that crazy shit of the people getting a card tattooed on their arm like it's some badge of honor? Like, yeah, what's up? Like, I'm never gonna be without it because we're always gonna need one now. Yes. No one gives a shit. No one cares. Just like no one cares that a lot of the IPs that are going on right now are bombing and no one wants to watch them anymore. Holy shit. Did anybody bother watching that? What was it? Goonies in space? Did anybody bother watching Goonies in space? Anybody? Anybody raise your hand? Don't be shy. If you did, it's okay. I don't blame you. I know a lot of people that did. I won't. I'm done. But what's funny is that after the power of one, the power of two, the power of no one watching, a lot of people got turned off. A lot of normies got turned off, and they were like, "What is this? What is this?" They know how many boosters came with the polio vaccine. Exactly. You know, my uncle had polio, lost his leg. I'm not shitting you. So he had polio when he was a kid. He didn't lose his leg then, but eventually he found his way to prison. Yes, my uncle was in prison, um, which is an interesting story. He apparently stole a car and robbed a bank, but he didn't. It's funny because I used to make fun of the guys that were like, "I'm innocent," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, yeah, it was the one-armed man. He did it, but it was family that got him there. It was family that put him there." So he went to see his dad, my grandfather, that I've never met, and because he had left them when my dad was 12. My grandpa left and went out to California, got remarried. Had my grandmother had no idea. She stayed married to him her whole life because because she honored their marriage in the eyes of God. I shit you not, there wasn't a lady like this. Um, she was so wonderful. 4 kids. He leaves, goes off. My uncle goes and tracks his ass down, and it's like, "You owe me. You owe me." He's like, "Listen, I feel really bad about what happened. I want to help you. I want to help you get established here and blah 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 blah. Go down to the bank, and my wife will go with you. She'll take you." And they take his car and they go down. And while he's gone, they call the cops, and they're like, "He stole my car and he kidnapped my wife, and he's going to the bank to empty my bank account." I shit you not. Now, what really happened? Well, there are two versions of this story. Either um, he was really pissed, which I can see because I mean we're Italian and American Indian, so I can see him being really pissed and that fire water taking over and that hot, angry blood pumping through his veins. I can see that because in my 20s, I was angry at everything and everybody. I still get angry sometimes. You've seen it on the show here, yes. So either he did or he didn't. Who knows? But the fact that people are the fact that people were disowning relatives, and now look at what happened. Look at what's happening. You've got again the left, which loves to disown. They hate family. They absolutely hate family. They hate the fact that family sticks together, that family works as a unit. They hate that. So they're doing it again, and they're telling people if one of your relatives voted for Trump, um, do not go over to their house for the holidays. Do not have anything to do with them for the holidays. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Almost like we've heard this before. If your family member won't do what you tell them to and get the jab against their will, disown them, get rid of them. They're no invites, no nothing. You have to force them to do this. It's funny how we get back around to this again, don't we? We get back around to the fact that you've got to do something for them or they kick your ass to the curb. If you don't agree with them, you're trash and you're called from the herd and left out in the wilderness to die alone. It's their MO. And you know what? It comes out in their IPs too. All of this comes out in their shows. And the normies are finally starting to take heed and watch and realize that something funky's going on. So, grats to everybody who watched the skeleton Goonies last night. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. I won't watch it. It's just that simple. I don't want anything to do with Star Wars. I don't want anything to do with any of this shit. I'm pretty much Ghost Rider's like, Loki, why you keep telling my story, bro? We've all got them. We've all got them. Jill's got one. Loki, my mom put so much pressure on me and my husband to get the jab. She just does whatever MSNBC tells her. Zombies. No offense to your mom, but the fear tactic. I've got a diploma. I've got a diploma I'm going to put up next to my degree that says I survived without getting the jab. I survived without letting them put that shit in my veins. I understand. I get it. I get it. How many of y'all had a loved one that died in the hospital? Nothing coof related at all. Who passed away in the hospital with no one around them, no loved ones, no family, no nothing, because of that horrid bullshit. I know Dave Bob is right there with me. I know I had someone that I lost that nobody could see him. Nobody could see him. They were in some building, some hospital, and nobody could get in to see him. Nobody could. Yeah, it was my mom too. American Patriot, Pat. It was my mom too. My mom passed away in a hospital. She was in a home. She was in a nursing home, and they wouldn't let anybody in. They wouldn't let anybody in to see her. There was no point. I remember getting the pictures. I got pictures, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? I can't be there. I can't hold her hand. I can't tell her it's going to be okay. I can't tell her, you'll see dad soon. It's not like I can tell her any of that. So, all because they left her alone and unattended. And they'll tell you, oh, we're taking great care, great care, great care, great care. Oh, thank you, Joe. I don't mean to be a little abrasive this morning, but I start talking about the coup and I start talking about all this craziness, and it just happens. I won't watch anything to do with Star Wars anymore. Daryl the Derelict. Do you know how Star Wars oriented Daryl is? He's wearing a freaking Mandalorian helmet. He's got pieces of Star Wars in his intro. He collects Star Wars figures. He loves Star Wars. Can't watch it. They intentionally ruined it because they don't want real fans to be happy. They resent real fans. They resent the people that have watched. They resent it. They just want new fans. They just want, and they're losing those too. And it's not just Star Wars. It's Marvel. It's Disney as a whole. It's all of it. Star Trek, gone. You've got the old stuff. I just watched through Next Gen, and I absolutely hate season 7, except for the last episode. Why? Because it's a lot to do about nothing. They ran out of ideas. The show is just like you're grasping. You're trying to pull stuff out of your ass to keep the show going. Except for the last episode. I probably said best of both worlds anymore. All good things is what I meant. So all good things. I love that ending. That should have been the ending to season 6, and they should have closed it out. Instead, we got a whole season to do about. So, I'd rather watch all of season 7 over and over and over again than watch anything STD, Strange New Worlds. Some people like that cartoon where they were all having like an orgy in their 10 Forward lounge. I was like, that's nasty. Really? This is what you're gonna? Oh, it fits in the lore, Loki. Kiss my ass, the lore. That's not Star Trek. That's someone's RP. That's someone's erotic role play. That's someone's fan fiction on screen. That's what you're watching. That's what you're saying is, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's fan fiction. It's crap. Look at Marvel. Look at the disaster that is Marvel. But Loki, Deadpool had more to do about Fox's Marvel than about Disney's Marvel. And yeah, for a whole minute, Wade Wilson was Disney's Marvel Jesus. Why? Because he brought funny and entertainment back to Marvel. We're going to do it, and we're going to make them laugh, and we're gonna make them cheer, and we're gonna make them go hell yeah. Do you know what I talked to? Because I talked to a couple of people over the holidays about all this that don't hang out with us, that aren't in our circles, that don't regurgitate the same shit everybody else does. And what I found was this: no reaction whatsoever when Blade came out. I was like, why? That's like the best part. I don't know who he is. And I'm like, how do you not know who the fuck Blade is? And then I'm like, didn't you watch Fox's Marvel movies? What's that? X-Men, Blade, Fantastic. Oh, I know Fantastic Four. That's the one with Michael B. Jordan. No, that is not the one with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
No. Okay. So when they start saying it's just boring now, it's just boring. We didn't really get it. Star Wars, the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. I brought that up. I was like, well, because a few of these people watched Obi-Wan, and they were encouraging us to watch it, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch Obi-Wan.
Oh, but you should. You really should, because it tells the backstory.
I'm like, the EU told the entire backstory, everything that happened.
What's the EU?
I'm like, so I think that was last year. It might have been last year, around the same time. Might have been after that. I don't remember. But they bring up the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. And what happens?
Oh, we stopped watching Star Wars because, yeah, no. They went. You know, Star Wars is for kids.
I'm like, okay, are we going into space wizard territory here? And I even said that.
What's a space wizard?
Yeah, you don't know. It's okay. It's okay. You don't know. You don't have to know. Just, explain. Too much of their liberal left-wing bullshit. The space witches, the power of one, the power of two, the coven. And one person I talked to straight up said, it's too satanic for me. And I was like, they turned it into like Satan. And I was like, wow, anti-Christian. The women having the babies. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. And it's funny because when I said that, I got giggles over Thanksgiving dinner. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They knew what that was. But, and I was like, are you going to watch the new, skeleton Goonies? And no. Yeah, scissoring hens. Scissoring hens. Damn scissoring hens. I saw someone pulled up a picture the other day of two rainbow-haired hens with rooster tails, right? But they're Karens. You can totally tell they're Karens with trimming shears. And they're like, I was like, yes, thank you so very much. The scissoring hens, the Karens. Who is this made for? Who is this stuff made for? Seriously. I hear that one absolute travesty of an actress is going to be in the MCU. I'm like, Ziegler?
Really? Oh, they will have a prominent position in the new MCU.
What are they going to be? The female Charles Xavier? Is that what you're going to do? You going to shave her head bald and make her the female Charles Xavier? I love how they made fun of that in Deadpool. Thank you. They took that and ran with it. Why? Because they did it right. They did it right. It was funny. It was fun. And they did it right. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Make it fun. Make it funny. Get people into it. Make it badass. And you know what? It won't be a damn horse pill that we have to swallow to go, yay, we're having fun. No. That's right. That's right. Gaming companies are doing the exact same thing. And people are noticing. Outside the game,
Why does this suck so bad? You know, Loki, I played this the other day and it was really terrible.
I'm like, yeah. Continue.
I just didn't understand it. This company is known for coming out with blah 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 and blah 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 and blah blah blah.
And I said, all those people are gone. All those people that did that, that made that, they're gone. They've been gone a long time. You don't have them there anymore. So don't expect the same product. Do not expect the same product. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Machini, brother, congrats. Hold on. Where's my studio chair?
Have to fill the air, everyone's so rare. Bikini's got the flair, drop them pennies where the lights are flashing bright.
Hey, it is.
Turn it up all night.
That's not my
Drop the pennies
studio.
light, everything's
What
so
the hell?
right.
Congrats, brother. Keep kicking ass. Keep taking names. Don't take any shit. Do not take any shit, brother. You're doing great. Keep it up. Long live the fighters, my friend. Keep kicking ass. Keep taking names. Don't take any shit. Love me some tacos. Me and my monkey. What is up, brother? Peace and long life. Live long and prosper, brother. All they have done is make a resurgence in retro gaming. That's right. And they're coming after all of the indie scene. Okay, I want to explain something to y'all. And this is the way it works. Make no mistakes. All these companies, EA, Ubisoft, Microsoft, Sony, all of them are working together. They're all working together. They are not in competition with each other. They're not fighting each other. You can think that, okay? But Sony done gave up. They're all working side by side, going after. It's not. Machini did a remix. So it's not cringe as fuck. Enjoy. Fancy mix. Dun, 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 dun. Machini worked his butt off making that. So bravo, brother. Keep kicking ass, keep taking names, don't take any shit. Hopefully you get to your goal today, if not tomorrow. You will before the end of the year. I think you will before the end of the week. Just keep kicking ass and keep taking names. Don't take any shit. They're all members of each other's boards. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. And it's not just them. It's not just them. They're all working in tandem. They're all working the same thing. Why? How did this happen, Loki? How do we go from competition, wanting to make money, to do all this? Banking. You're like, huh? What? Banking. Because if they don't play along, they can't bank. I shit you not. It's one of the biggest underhanded, dirty, secret bullshit ways of manipulating people. It's all about the money. And if you don't play along and you don't do what they tell you to do, you can't bank. You can't have a bank account. You can't open a bank account. You can't keep a bank account. Everything's got to be cash. Who can live under the table without a bank account? Rich people. That's it. Super rich, uber rich, people who buy art, people who invest in all that shit. And you got to pay cash. And they're all in on it. Vanguard and BlackRock are all on their boards. And they all use the same consultancy team. I used to be on that team. It's right there. Plain simple as day. Right there. They're all on the boards. They're all working together. And they're all conspiring to come out with the same shit. Why? Because they have convinced people that this is $1 trillion business and that there's more money involved in this than anything. More money involved in all of this. If we have this, we can pay for this. And they're all taking money under the table. I brought up yesterday $80 million for one charging station with 10 chargers. One charging station, 10 chargers built in 4 years by the government, who took $80 billion to remap the grid so that we could have all of these charging stations for Teslas, for BWs, for all this shit. Did anybody see the outrageous tweet from Alyssa Milano right before she left Twitter? Did anybody see it? She threw a fit. She threw an absolute fit. Started screaming about how she gave her Tesla away and bought a BW. And it's so much better. And that she will not buy a vehicle from a white Yahtzee IST-O group like Tesla. I'm like, BW was founded by Yahtzee. BW was founded by the Yahtzee party. It was made so the Yahtzees could have their own vehicles. And that's where you're going to go with this? Know your history, bitch. And then maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. No one knows their history anymore. No one keeps track. Nobody cares. They're too wrapped up in how am I going to make it day to day? How am I going to make it week to week? How am I going to make it into next month? How am I going to do this? How am I going to pay for Christmas? How am I going to get the birthday money for little Bobby? How am I going to blah, blah, blah? How am I going to yada, yada? We're so wrapped up in shit and nothing's going on in schools. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's one thing I'm like totally yes. Get rid of this. Get rid of federal oversight in schools and bring it back to states competing against each other. Okay? Do you know what happens when there's competition? People excel. Look at the space program. Elon's doing it right now because he's whipping it out and saying this is how far we can go. But for decades, we have done nothing.
Oh, we're going to go up and put a satellite up in the shuttle.
Where's your spirit? Where's your exploration spirit? We went to the fucking moon in the 60s. And this is where we're at now. This is where we're at now. Where we're just barely getting to the point where we can go back. Why? Government bullshit, government oversight, no competition. Why? Because the Ruskies quit as soon as we got there. They were like, oh, Deshevna, we lose. Okay. We no go. Jay with $5 super chat. What's up, Jay? Good morning, my friend. He says, remap the grid for crappy cars made by companies that don't want to make them. All because they couldn't stop Elon's rise. I love it when they run their mouths about someone who has been an absolute legend, all because they're scrapping their sore ass because he's not on their side anymore. Why? Because they're insane. They're insane. They're absolute freaking lunatics. Same thing with Disney. It's the exact same thing. They're nuts. Hi, everybody. Let's sit in a circle and talk about our feelings. Are you fucking serious? What are we in, kindergarten? Well, we need to get together and talk about misogyny and ists and obes and Yahtzees. Everybody get together. You remember that one kindergarten teacher that you'd catch like sniffing glue or like, oh, hi everyone, welcome to kindergarten. And she'd be like putting fucking glue on her face or some stupid shit. And you're like, lady, you're wacko. That's all of them in a nutshell. Thank you so much, Jay, for that $5 super chat. This one is just for you. We're going to warm everybody up with some dragon fire on this cold morning. Skol! Elon standardized the EV charging port, and all the other companies that failed to adopt it have cars they struggle to sell. Why? Because you can only charge it at home. Oh, the government's going to put it? Well, we don't have to, and nobody has to worry about building it because the government's going to do it. One charging station, 4 years. 4 years, one charging station. Suck it, Blue. People are starting to notice. People are waking up. Did anybody see, so a little recap from yesterday, did anybody see what Trump told Trudeau? Did anybody see that? Oh, I'm laughing my balls off.
Trudeau's like, $100 billion tariffs would cripple the Canadian economy.
And Trump said, well, if you can't, make it without ripping off America, maybe you should become the 51st state. You could be its governor. I was like, oh, about fucking time. Zero brought up yesterday. He said, everybody wants their country to be the best at something. Everybody. Whether you realize it or not, everybody does. If you're the best at groveling and living on your knees, that doesn't really count. If you have to depend on others for everything, that doesn't really count. We're not the world's food stamp card. It's that simple. We have helped and helped and helped and helped. Where is America in these troubled times? Taking care of our fucking selves for once. Why? Because we're constantly giving shit away and starving ourselves. You want to know why we put $12 trillion into the debt machine in 4 years? More than any in history. More than any in history. In 4 years. We doubled the debt in this country because we're just giving shit away. Oh, here's $1 billion. Go buy something nice. Oh, here, Tommy. Here's $1 billion. You know what happens a lot of the times to people who win the lottery? They give it all away. They end up giving it all away. They give it away to family. They give it away to friends. People are calling you. Hey, buddy, just heard you won $48 million in the lotto. Can you lend me a couple of $100,000? And you're like, yeah, sure. And then it happens again. And it happens again. And it happens again. And it happens again. Until you don't have anything. Until you don't have shit. Loki, did you see the video of Putin calling off his security when Trudeau got too close? Putin? I had no idea. Trudeau is great on his knees, but it's not for groveling. Oh, yeah, I know. That's the way it works. You want to be able to take care of yourself, right? Well, what example are we setting? What example are we setting when it's like, don't worry about it. You don't have to work. Do you know how many unemployed people we have here in this country that we take care of that just sit on their fat fucking asses eating ho-hos and dyeing their hair blue? Wearing little blue pins and blue bracelets. Oh, and leaving blue hearts. I am sick and fucking tired of this. Get up off your ass and do something.
Oh, but Loki, I have tendonitis.
Shut the fuck up. Seriously. Tendonitis. Dude, Jules, 25, what is up, brother? Has just become a warrior of Asgard. Valhalla, welcome this fellow warrior into your ranks. The doors are open. We're sending out the Rohirrim. Brother, this one is just for you. Welcome to Valhalla. Skull! I'm not kidding you guys. You guys keep the lights on with your memberships, with your super chats. You guys fund this show Monday through Friday each week, 52 weeks a year. You guys keep the show alive. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Seriously, for everything you guys do. Good morning, the little punk waddle. What is up, brother? Good morning. And going to the blue. Wait. We're talking about something else. Yes, we're talking about something else. Good morning, little sheriff. The law is here. I fought the law and the law won. Good morning, my friend. What do you want to do? Let me ask you something. All of you out there listening, there's 70 people listening right now. Do you want to live on your knees? Do you want to live on your knees? Do you want to live on your knees with your hands out? Because that's where they want you, is on your knees with your hands out, begging them for money. Do you know what they did? Do you know what they did? They encouraged you. Oh, you have tendonitis, sweetheart? Oh, well, you may need to like fill out this form and go on disability for your whole life. The government will take care of you. No, they won't. They will barely get you by. That's what they will do. They will barely get you by. And that's not even enough now to live off of. You don't even have enough money to live off of. Well, Loki, they give me $750 for an apartment. I dare you to find a single bedroom anywhere that's not the ghetto for $750 a month. I dare you. And you know what's funny? When I started this show, that's what I paid for a condo on a golf course in Branson Mill. A really nice golf course. $750 a month. That was my monthly payment for a condo on a golf course with a huge jet stream jacuzzi tub in the bedroom. It was priceless. It was beautiful. $750. I dare you to find anything like that now. That's not a rat-infested shithole. Go ahead, try. So what do they do? What do they do? They sit there on their knees with their hands out, begging. No, I'm not going to live like that. No. I don't care if this doesn't work out. I don't care if YouTube stops paying. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about none of that. I will not do that. I will not. I won't. Unemployment's different. Unemployment's like, I got sacked from my job. I qualify. I might as well collect it. That's fine. You're looking for another job. You need something coming in. You need something. But this whole thing. Oh, I hurt my wrist at work. Yeah, I can't work ever again. Are you fucking kidding me? And these blue-haired, land-well, giant tubs of goo are the ones who immediately go it. And you know what they end up then? Have you ever seen a gaggle of Karens? Have you ever seen a whole group of Karens? All no, oh my tendonitis, oh my ankles, oh my no, oh my waterway. It's called a homeowners association. That's where they all go after they can't work and they can't do anything anymore, and they need to stay busy. Why? Because they have to have something to bitch, moan, and complain about. They have to have something they can get their fingers in besides their hen that they bring over to gaggle with. They have to have something. The homeowners can kiss my fat white ass, Henry. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass has gifted a Loki's Mornings of Mischief membership. That membership has gone to Terry Rose. What is up, Terry Rose? You just got gifted a Loki's Mornings of Mischief membership from Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass. Welcome to Valhalla, brother. Welcome to the Viking Horde. And thank you, Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass. We're not going to send out the Rohirrim, but we are going to send out Aragorn. Skull! Ironcaster, and they'll stab each other in the back for a crumb of clout. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Why, Loki? Because they're Karens. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Someone asked me over the holidays, what's a Karen? And I said, usually it's a married woman in her 30s or 40s with the comb over whatever hairdo. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's horror red. Well, what's horror red? Have you seen Mecca? Anybody seen Mecca? That's horror red. Um, it's usually one of those, and they act like they own the world. The entire world is theirs, and they were born to be the one to rule it. Oh, a sociopath. Kinda, yeah. Kinda, yeah. Living in a place with an HOA makes for a lot less headaches. Just every now, some stuff. So I've got a guy that comes and mows my lawn. I've got a guy that comes and mows. It's not that expensive. He's really good. He only charges like $45 a week. It's very reasonable. And I got a email the other day saying your yard hasn't been mowed. You're in violation and blah 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 blah. Pay this fine. It's like 60 something dollars. And then they're going to send out someone to mow my lawn for me, even though my yard gets mowed every week by my guy. And I'm like, the guy's name's Armando, by the way. So Armando comes out, mows my yard. So I'm like, no, here's my bill. He comes every week. There's usually a bag. I said in this little picture you seen here, you see that bag? That bag means that it was mowed because that's all the grass in the bag. See that trash bag? I don't put trash bags out on my yard. I've got trash bins that I just throw them in and trash guys pick them up. If you see a black bag on my yard, that means Armando was just there and the bag is waiting for the trash guys to come pick it up. They sent me another letter saying, we're going to keep our eyes on you. And I was like, fucking keep your eyes on me, cocksuckers. I don't care. My yard gets mowed every week. The only time my yard doesn't get mowed every week is when it's in the winter and it's not growing. And then it's every other week. So in the summer, every week, like clockwork. He's here every Thursday. Shit, he came Thursday for Thanksgiving. We were getting ready to leave. We were getting ready to leave to go over to the in-laws and have Thanksgiving. And Armando's out there. When I go out there, mowing my yard. And I'm like, dude, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so very much. Here's a little bonus. We really appreciate all you do. And I never told him. That they're messing with me because I don't want him to feel bad or think I'm like upsetting him in any way. I mean, the guy does me a solid every week and it's not that expensive. It's not like I have to pay some landscaping company $150 to come and take care of my yard. And if there's anything that needs a little trimming up, he just does it. That's included. That's included in the lawn. So I'm just like, dude, no, you ain't taking my money. Why? Because Karens, and they want you to pay the fee. And from what all my neighbors tell me that aren't on the HOA, they're all like that. Oh, I just mowed my lawn, and it's all, and I get the same email. I'm like, screw them. Absolutely, positively screw them. Morning, Andy. How are you doing, brother? Good morning, Andy Masterson. Shellbacks like they're hell. They're hell. They're absolute hell. When the normies start to notice that something funky's going on, you know you've lost a plot. Movies are going down the toilet. Video games are going down the toilet. HOAs have been going down the toilet, but I don't think anybody cares about that. Unless you live in an HOA that's gone down the toilet. We really like the house we live in. And there's some shit we put up with because we really, really like the house and the neighborhood. People are friendly. Someone did get blasted over the Thanksgiving holiday, but that was like a mile away and in a different part of the neighborhood, even though we're still part of that, considered part of that neighborhood. It was like a mile away down the road and we're not connected to it at all. So someone tried to open a door and was messing with the handle and ended up getting blasted. So what? A rude of Karens. Thanks a good group word for them. I wouldn't F an HOA Karen with a rented D. No, absolutely not, gun buddy. Mike might. Mexican Iron Man might. But I wouldn't. Mexican Iron Man's probably tapped a couple of MILF Karens, HOA Karens. So if you're listening, good morning, Mikey. HOAs are scams and fines are there to support the leaders of them. Absolutely. That's what the fines are for. Absolutely. It's not to better your neighborhood. It's not to pay for the street lights. You already do that when you pay your dues every year. You pay dues to keep the lights on. Screw that. I'm seriously, I don't want to be a part of an HOA, but everybody's got an HOA, so it's like you don't have any choice. You can't decide what to paint your house. You can't decide how you want to have your yard. I understand that a lot of that's there to protect home value. But if I want to put up brown siding, I should be able to do that without going through the color palette of the HOA and checking off that I have the appropriate color. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. HOA mills. Yeah, why not? Why not? I bet you $20 that what started all of that nonsense with him in the mills was a member, a Karen of an HOA. Because she lied about being married. It's complicated. Oh, I'll never get over teasing him about that. Mim has standards there, Loki. Why do you tease Mike? Why do you not let it go? Because I did the same thing once. And she said the same thing. It's complicated. And I was like, oh, fuck, you're married. Shit. Son of a bitch. I didn't walk away. I didn't do the smart thing, though. Mike did. Mike did the smart thing. He was like, nope. Not as long as you're still married. That was after he done the business, though. If I were you, Loki, the next time you get one of those letters, ask when the last HOA financial audit was done. I can't because I'm not technically a homeowner. So I don't pay those dues. Oh my God. It's been so fun. It's been so fun dealing with this shit and going about it. And it's almost like because of this place, because of all of you, I can laugh about it. I can. Guys, you don't you do. You understand. You do, but most people don't. They're like, how can you do what you do Monday through Friday, every day? There are other freaking YouTubers
We're like, I couldn't do a live stream Monday through Friday. I just can't. There's just no way.
and I'm like, it keeps me from my head exploding. Seriously. This is my outlet. This is my pressure valve. This is I'm getting it all out, and once it's out, it's out. Yeah, sometimes we bring up some funny shit twice, but oh yeah, I've got that. Hell, the HOA jumped all over their ass because after the hurricane because they wouldn't fix the fence. There's one good thing about that. It's that the HOA fined them like $1,000, and we're going to fine them $1,000 a day, maximum fine you can possibly have, because they wouldn't fix the fence after the hurricane. And it wasn't until then that they were like, oh shit, we better do something about it. And they fixed the damn fence in the back. So, narcissists who are also grifters have to control everything. Jill, I love the way you think, Jill. I love the way you think. No, absolutely. Narcissists who are also grifters have to control everything. Could you imagine? Take this for example. So I know this wonderful, great person who just had a birthday, and their significant other didn't show up for their birthday, for their birthday plans, for their birthday party. Their significant other didn't show up. Were they working? No. Were they busy with something? Were they in the hospital? Did they, was their mom sick? Did they not have any clean underwear? Were they trying to finish up college homework? No. They were up their own ass doing something they wanted to do. And the problem with that is when you're so self-absorbed that all you care about is what you've got going on. Wow. This is why we're in the situation we're in. It's funny to listen to people talk about what's going on and then turn around and act just like the people that are doing the shit that's going on. A Deg Outlaw said, I'm in old school America. No HOA, no hooligans. You can leave your car running unattended. Good place. Okay, back to lurking. I used to never lock my car when I was in Branson. I never locked it. Do you know why? No one ever messed with it. I had a couple of people comment on it. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful charger. I'd be like, oh, thank you very much. Do you mind? And I'm like, no, get in. Oh my God, I love it. The vibrations. I bet you do, baby. Can you blame me? But I used to never have to lock my doors. Hell, I'd leave the house and be like, fuck it. Come back, everything's still there. Oh my God, Loki, you're crazy. It took me a minute when I moved back to realize I'm in Houston, even though I'm in a very, very nice part of Houston. I'm in North Houston. Gotta lock your doors. Gotta lock your car. Gotta do this. Gotta do that. Why? Because I'm back in Texas and people are fucking crazy and do some crazy shit. But can you believe that? Their significant other blew them off on their birthday without them. Who does that? Karens. What's the male version of a Karen? Does anybody know? Because that's what this is. It's a male version of a Karen. Grow the fuck up. That's all I gotta say. If it's your girl's birthday, grow the hell up. Man up. And do something. Kevin. Thank you. Fucking Kevins. Kevins are worse. Kevins are worse than Karens. You can argue that all you want to, but Karens are just. Kevins are worse. You know why Kevins are worse? Because they're the ones getting cut at the end of the day. And they like it. They like it. A Kurt. A Kurt. A Dega. A Dega. Kurt. Right. Kurt. Oh, I'm not shitting you. A couple 20-year-olds too. They'd see that car and it was like, make the panties drop, panties drop. The panties drop, panties drop. Charging in on my dark steed, my black steed. Nothing, nothing like it. It's the rumble and the vibrations. That car's back seat saw a lot of things that no one should ever see. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. We've got that gameplay's coming up later today. I should be over there. I don't see anything that's going to stop me from being over there this week. We've got Pops coming up. We're going to be talking Jingle All the Way. Holy shit. Put the cookies down. Those are my cookies. My cookies, Phil Hartman. Mwah. Absolute legend. We miss you. We love you, Phil. Absolute freaking legend. Absolute legend. I miss him. I wish he was still around. Phil Hartman was the shit. And it's, all those guys from back then, I miss Chris Farley, Phil Hartman. You guys made me laugh. You guys made me want to be a comic. Made me want to be funny, even though most of the time I'm not. And I realize that. Man, I miss him. Okay, so Phil Hartman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jingle All the Way. Guys, make sure you're subscribed to these wonderful channels. Check out That Gameplays. Check out Pops. Check out Talk Hard coming up later today. Take care. Be excellent. Always speak friend to enter. And put the cookie down. Low power.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.